And we're still using the Millenial Seahorse, and we got the mastery of it, so let's go. So we're going first, and our hand cards needs mulligan, so we don't need the Fontaine at early game, and hoping to draw it before the game ends. There, much better. So the epic list is one of the dice fixer,
Stay close and
we can also use the silly to draw. Okay, for our dice, little cringe, but we can fix it via epic list. And now for our deck goes, we need to make Raiden burst first, followed by Baizhu, and then lastly is the Millenial
Illusion
Seahorse in order to make the Millenial Seahorse a bit sturdy and can tank damage while on field. Also, using Millenial Seahorse burst, we can gain more stacks of Fontimer. I think
Illusion
opponent
shattered.
plans to make Raiden burst 2, followed by Nahida for reaction, but I'm kinda hesitant since opponents need more reaction and application of electro on opponent's signs kinda hard. Anyway, so for our second round or round 2, we can now make Raiden burst, but our dice cringes so much that we need to tune 2 cards. One only dice is for in case we need to equip the TOTM or the Tenacity of Millelith,
torn to oblivion.
or depending on what we draw on the seal. Okay, so we get another talent and another equipment. So we can equip Tenacity now or switch to Baizhu, tune 1 card, and then summon Changsheng, so that we get the Quicken buff, and when we switch to Millenial Seahorse,
Shall perish.
all skill or damage of Millenial Seahorse will be buffed by the Quicken. So I think it's better to switch now to Baizhu and cast 1 skill. Okay, so it's better. We need to kill Nahida, so we need to deal damage as much as possible so that we hinder or slow down opponent's damage.
Mind the side effects.
So I think that's all we can do for this round, and gonna end our round now. Oh, before we burst with Baizhu next round, we must use the Storm Terror layer first. In case we get Baizhu talent, we can gain dice each time the shield is broken. What a dice! I don't run cryo. Why did so many cryo? Anyway, moving forward. So there we got the Baizhu talent now, and we're gonna cast Baizhu burst with talent.
Taking a
With
turn
that,
for the better.
each time again the shield is broken, we will gain 1 dice.
Sharing my knowledge.
And there we damage 1, heal 1, gain 1. But opponents use Lotus Grip, so we didn't deal damage. And now, since we already switched to Millenial Seahorse, we can... I think it's better to use the talent first and equip TOTM instead. And then heal, just in case opponent deals damage, we can still recoup our HP. Okay, so for the 4th round, or hoping to be the last round, we can use elemental skill of Millenial Seahorse so that we can kill Nahida. And once we kill Nahida, opponent will not have access anymore to Quicken. So that's a lot for a Quicken deck. And now Nahida's dead, opponent can switch to Raiden or HOYO-MiX. So since opponent switch to HOYO-MiX, I assume HOYO-MiX will summon. Why normal attack? Huh. Does opponent doesn't have Electro Dice to summon? Or I don't know. But I think that's a misplay on opponent's part.
Right now.
We can continue dealing damage, but I think it's better to use Yayoi and Tameyo's equipping artifact on Baizhu just in case opponent use burst. Oh, opponent choose Teybat Fried Egg, but I think having 1 HP doesn't do at all unless opponents can heal, or it's a Bloom deck, I guess. Oh, we got the Fontaine card. So now the game looks GG to me. I mean, once we use the Fontaine card, that will eliminate 3 event cards, and even opponent choose either Adeptus, healing cards, or quick switch. It doesn't matter now since it will be negated by Fontaine card. Okay, so opponents uses NRE, but the food will be useless. See? Adeptus. Okay, another useless card. So I don't think there's any way opponents can win. And since our Millenial Seahorse is so tanky, no damage was dealt. And we trigger Quicken again, since Baizhu's shield was broken, dealing dendro damage on HOYO-MiX. Okay, another 4 damage via skill. So I think opponents now can only end. Okay, so that's all. That's GG, I guess. Okay, for another game, we match up against a freeze deck using the new cards Señora and Yelan. But I think we've dealt freeze deck before, so we know how to manage against them. Okay, so cringe, but we still need to do it. So we can use the Opera DECKLIST to correct or fix our dice in order to summon with Raiden Shogun. And then our next move with Raiden Shogun, we can use those Anemo dice to cast Tameyo's, and in case we don't draw or get the 3-cost TOTM or Tenacity of Millelith, we can use it to tune others. So Gamblers is not needed as of now, so we can use it to tune and do a normal attack with Raiden Shogun. I think I'm gonna equip the Helm of the Ancient. In case opponent has quick swap Catherine or leave it to me, or the Noel card, and can freeze my Shogun, it will not die, and then we can use leave it to me next round, switching to Raiden Shogun and continue doing her burst. But for now, okay, so I think opponent doesn't have quick switch, but we cannot now stop Yelan burst. So I think we're gonna need to tank a bit by using another skill lock Baizhu, tanking the damage. Oh, opponent switched to Señora. Why? Why opponent?
Time for a house.
You know, it's kinda obvious that opponent should burst with Yelan first, but I don't know why opponent switched to Señora. So I think Yelan having dice cringe, and with that we can kill Yelan now. So sorry, hinder, stop your plans. But I think since opponent's deck revolves on Yelan, opponent should have sacrifice or tune cards in order to Yelan burst. Anyway, that's all. Bye.